Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout.
Oh, shit. Maybe they hit the wrong button.
Step aside here in this first quarter. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And Ryan's throw taken in here by Fuller. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it.
Good drive. Good drive going here, bro.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
I think 3 and 5. I ain't played in leagues in so long. Kind of miss it.
You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to Taylor on first down.
Grab him. That looked weird. Bill 7 and 1. Ooh.
The guys on the defensive side of the ball held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan.
Whoa, that lag. Whoa. I ain't even see the flag. I ain't even get to do anything. Wow, roughing the passer. That was a mean lag. Damn. Wow, that lag was serious.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the
this opening drive, they've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 22, Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Raiders at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and then went over New England.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10, Taylor now. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Pushes past him. And he's got some space here.
They got stuck on each other. Then my man stopped running when he got to the outside. He just stopped running. I'm like, I'm still moving the stick. He stopped running. Wow.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Raiders nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Yeah. He won't even throw it. He's holding it in the air. He's just holding the ball. Watch, I hit the button. He's just holding it. Wow.
Direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception.
Blitz, 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 blitz,
They've got to
blitz.
get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I tried it.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Running left, Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Ooh-wee. I can't deal with that blitz. That shit is crazy. Well, Madden can't deal with it because that shit is rough. Blitz, blitz, blitz. Blitz, blitz, blitz.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away.
That's crazy. They say people sit man in blitz. I hear you. That's what's up.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly what
Shit, can't throw it. High volume blitzes. Shit. I don't even have that many men to block.
Just a little more animated.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw his car. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Blitz, blitz, blitz. That shit is high volume, baby.
You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight. Just about
All right, he dropped to the man, then blitz, then fall back to the zone.
and now brings up
Then get back to 18 blitzes. I hear you. Good shit. Guess that's why I need to start playing like.
Punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Carr now on 1st down. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
touchdown! Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to come into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And nothing but greatness here, middle of the field.
Couldn't switch that other guy. I did not switch that other dude for nothing.
This offense, they were dynamic dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow him down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way.
What's going on, dude?
Strikes that we're seeing.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
You good. You smooth.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, because I was trying to catch up with Ronnie, but he ain't never say nothing back at that one time. And I ain't played in a couple years, so I was like, let me get back into this football. This shit, you gotta stop these goddamn blitzes. That shit is crazy.
To start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, it ain't too much disguisable. It's not. It's like, okay, here it comes. Got to just protect the quarterback. That shit's crazy. Got down there and leave everybody in. I'm like, damn, I really have to adjust like this? Ugh.
Taken in by Cole. Only able to gain a couple.
Can you hear me now?
2 yards to go on third down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that.
Oh, okay, might be shit.
He ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Yeah, I don't know why that thing's tripping.
You gotta imagine he's thinking, guys, you gotta help me
Jeez.
out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt.
Yeah, I just bought Madden this year. I didn't play it the past couple years. Yeah, I wasn't messing with it, man. That shit was too fickle for me. That shit was weird. Yeah, that shit was too fickle for me them couple years. I was like, yeah, this one a little alright, but yeah, I ain't been playing in leagues for like the past couple years. Actually. Yeah, I used to play with Ronnie and them a couple times back then. Jesus. 195. Ooh-wee. Yeah. But yeah, I ain't too much worried about this first season, trying to get these boys together or something. And then they stuff is going down, so when they drilling down, they ain't gonna play that well. Like, man, they arrows all of them going down. I'm like, damn. And as I'm playing it, they say they lost 2 in a row. I'm like, well, that'll do it. They feel shot. Damn, the Lions 8-0. I ain't never seen that in my life. And I stay in Detroit. Shit. I like that team, and I don't even know who got them. Oh, come on, coach. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third.
Oh, that's terrible.
They keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
Wrong way. And on his, like, you gotta play man defense. I hate man defense, truthfully.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Yeah, I mean, you can mix it up, but man defense is just such a give up, man. One little cut and it's over. It's like, as soon as he go hit a corner route or he's a little faster than that guy, he out of here.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. Now that play is blown. Some yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To the right side, this is Taylor. The second down play.
Damn, 45 to 14. Yeah, look like this game.
As this is 3rd and 10.
Boy, you don't go on somewhere. Go in the locker room. Go in the locker room. No wonder you're a cornerback. You ain't no wide receiver. I see that.
How accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
If he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive.
That's just so programmed. I don't even know how I did that, bro. I could never do that. I don't even know how. That shit's so programmed. Madden need to stop. Playing online, I can't never block that damn field goal. I blocked it one time. And that was in the beginning of the damn game when it came out. That shit's so programmed.
We always talk about needing that spark from the special teams when you're down on the score.
Right.
They gave them one there, and now the special teams understand they are important.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one.
Right. Seems that you up by 1 million, so I feel you.
Hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Yeah. Yep. It's about to get cold up in this motherfucker.
There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about...
Nah, you ain't too far.
Here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns.
Grab him. Here we come. Just grab him.
Keep up with your theme there,
It's called hold him up for a minute.
They can't touch the ball.
210 yards rushing for him now as he has been...
Yeah, he running that shit. Dude going. Jonathan Taylor is pumping.
Continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor.
Wow.
Well, that's a carry they have to be
Damn. Everybody, there's a second guy that got hurt.
satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run,
Yeah.
he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now we give to Taylor. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And I gotta think this offensive line is getting some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy.
Upper arm for boy. Old ass Chandler Jones. Probably ain't take his insurance, probably. Shit.
Coming after him, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
Where you going? My dude, I don't know what that. I don't know. That dude walked off to the sideline. I guess he said, "What you doing?" I quit. he said, "Why you still playing?" He walked off. Like, I'm good.
He's been awfully consistent and sometimes
Damn.
spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a little bit of space takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he will fight
You know it's sad when you blitz and they still don't grab him.
Jonathan Taylor.
That's rough.
Touchdown run.
Yeah, you're right. I should have been in the beginning. That's all right, though. I'm only going to play in this one league anyway. Only because I know I fucks with them. That's the only why, truthfully. Because I wasn't trying to join no other weird leagues. You can't hear me?
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Wow. I don't know. Might be the remote control.
As he's tackled down inside the 20.
Might be the remote control. I don't know. I don't know, because I was streaming last night. I can hear myself on the game when I look back and watched it. Damn, the Bears 0-9. Shit.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Dang, you can't throw it. They in there so fast before he can't get a two-step drop.
Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Motherfuckers in there. That blitz, boy. Woo.
If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how I got out of there, but...
That shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And it's incomplete.
Come on, cuz.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads
That
up.
shit is crazy.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out.
He said you knew where it was going, huh? I hear you. Oh, shit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
No, they got these X factors on them, so it makes him superhuman. Goddamn X factors, boy.
I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, good game, dude.
There, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
All right.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys,